Good people, for $100 this is the best gaming headset experience you can get and treat yourself with, and if you've come here with a similar budget in mind, well, look no further. We have received so many requests to check out the Philips SHP 9500 and see what all the fuss is about, and thank you to everyone who has pointed us towards this wonderful, inexpensive gem. Based on countless user reviews, it's like the best $69 you can spend on a pair of open back headphones, but combine that with the Boom Pro microphone from v-moda, you have yourself incredible sound for your ears and for your voice too. The new Cooler Master Master Mouse 710. Weird name, but damn this thing is good. With an ultra lightweight body at only 53 grams for excellent flick control and aim correction, the ultra weave cable is awesome for wireless-like feel, the ambidextrous shape for me personally is super comfortable, and I like the shorter body, plus the glide is smooth thanks to white PTFE feet. Enjoy the domination with an excellent optical sensor, and despite the funky name, the Cooler Master MM710 is legit. Check it out below. Alright, let's run down the basics for the headphones first. The SHP 9500 is a lightweight at 320 grams. It is size adjustable to fit all head sizes with numbers on the headband to remember your profile. The build quality is mainly plastic with metal mesh covering the driver with a good amount of resistance on those swivel joints. They're not flaying around and conform to the shape of your head. The padding here is enough for my preference. I don't make contact with the driver wall, and the clamping force is pretty light. There's no way you'd have any pressure or fatigue after hours of use, but some might feel this thing is a bit too light clamping force wise. The cable is removable. It's too long in my opinion though at 3 meters, but at least it's rubber, so the cable noise is not that significant, and it's because of the removable cable we're able to convert this into a headset. So meet the $35 Boom Pro by v-moda, one of the best microphones I've tested in its class, which is why it's so easy to recommend. So as long as your headphone has a 3.5mm jack, you'd be able to use the Boom Pro with it. It carries both the headphone and microphone signals. There's an inline remote for volume and mic mute, plus the low profile nature of the mic is just a bonus. I initially wanted to run this pair with the Mod Mic Wireless, and that is a great microphone, but that would just skyrocket our total value for this contraption that we're creating, and the Boom Pro is just a better value overall, plus it replaces the default cable, therefore we're not adding any bulk. And as for the microphone test, this is what the Boom Pro sounds like. We have done a full comprehensive analysis and comparison with this mic and many other gaming headsets. Make sure to check it out, and that will give you an idea of how this thing compares and just how good of a value it is for $30. Now, the clarity is there, it sounds natural, it doesn't sound nasally, it has beautiful bass and fullness to the vocals. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it does not have any noise compression and noise cancellation of the background. So you can say it's kind of a negative. If you're typing on the keyboard, it will pick that up. If you're using a mouse, it will pick that up. If you can hear Michael typing from a different dimension, it will pick it up as well. And the reason why this thing sounds so good is because we don't have any noise compression characteristics and no noise cancellation built into the microphone capsule. And for me, that is a positive. But let me know what you think. Now, in terms of sound quality, I can describe it in 3 terms: open sound, clear detail, and smooth playback. The open nature of the drivers plus light clamping force delivers a type of mellow and non-aggressive listening experience. The clarity is impressive, especially with any vocal playback, but at the same time pushing through with that smooth high end. A really interesting combination that keeps the detail without any harsh elements. The low end is present, so the signature is a bit fuller, but just don't expect anything too deep with regards to the bass. My only complaint with the sound signature would be the mid-range, as it's not so forward, making some elements sound a bit too distant, and this is already an open back headset, therefore the mid-range is like a little bit too far. Now in a gaming environment like Red Dead 2, it gives me nice environmental expansion, so the sound is open with good definition of raindrops, mosquitoes in the forest, and the layering of the wind, the footsteps, and the speech all come through very well. The mid-range could be slightly more forward to give you even more definition in the entire spectrum, but this thing is fantastic for competitive genres. So like in Modern Warfare 2, it's a great example where audio cues are crucial, as those footsteps are just so loud and help with directionality The open style and good clarity is that perfect combination for shooters like COD, and having that quality mic in there is just a massive bonus for online play. I do have a few complaints about this pair, and even though it's $69, let's still mention them. The clamping force, for users who prefer a tighter seal, even with an open back design like the HT58X or 650 or whatever from Sennheiser, you might be disappointed because these are quite light on the clamping force. The cable, well, not this one, but the original cable is 3 meters, which is way too long for mobile use. The left and right distinction on the ear cups is just a bit obnoxious. Sure, it's part of the design element, but we already have the left and right distinction inside the headband, so why are they repeated? And number 4, the little confusion that is caused by the 9500 versus the newer 9500S, which is significantly more expensive at $99, and that also comes with a 1.5mm cable instead of 3m cable, so that's a positive, and a slightly different frequency tuned on the drivers, and that is the main difference, but it's like they're practically an identical pair. Let's get some more opinions. Eber, what are your first impressions?
First impressions, I'm actually really impressed with the Philips 9500. I mean, for 70 bucks, this thing, when I just had this, I did not expect it to be $70 because I didn't know what the price was. Yeah. So as soon as I tried them on for the first time, I'm like, wow, it's great.
They look pretty good on you too, man.
Really? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
What don't you like about the headset?
That it picks up your hair every time when we switch headsets. I mean, I can still see your hair on it because the material is, yeah, it's difficult to keep clean, so that's something to keep note of. But other than that, I can't really complain anything about this headset, especially since it costs $70. That's my take on it. Peace out.
Mike's in the hot seat. What are your first impressions when it comes to comfort?
Comfort, I find that they're nice and light. The only problem that I have is that the clamping force for my head just isn't enough. They feel like they're moving around a little bit too much. And even if I go to the smallest setting, they do feel a little bit like they're actually riding on the top of my ears. So the mic, I absolutely love the quality. My issue is that it's a little bit too malleable. So if you bump it, it's gonna get all bent out of sorts and you're gonna have to reposition it. The cable itself, the braiding is well done enough that you don't have to worry about it kinking or anything else. But I do like the rubberized cable on the original headset a lot better.
So do you think this is good value?
Well, from a price performance perspective, I can't think of anything else that comes anywhere close to it, especially in the gaming headset market that's considerably overpriced these days.
And having said all that, this is a great combination for around $100 that gives you fantastic vocal clarity and a really nice sounding headphone too that will make a killer gaming combo. I'll leave links for all types of headsets, including this and the microphone and other options that you might consider in the description below. Thanks much for watching. Let me know if you've experienced this pair and what are your thoughts. Is it worth the hype? And the $69 price point, I mean, that's a really good price point. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out this other relevant content. I'll talk to you in the next video. Okay.